This is key. We are all the same. And even if we are afraid of people saying stuff about us and judging us, eventually we all have fears. Now a little word about the direction that we will use to create emotion about this portrait and about vulnerability. We came up with the idea just a few minutes ago that we're gonna separate some B-roll sequence with the actual shot of us talking about our little story. So our B-roll, to maximize the emotion, we will use music, of course, and maybe sound effect. Don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. You see, that's the part of the process, to not know exactly yet what's going to happen, but to dive into the process and to see what's happening next. So music, sound effect, slow motion for the B-roll sequences. And for the part where we're gonna speak, I will let Mboso explain you.
So we're gonna be talking indoors. We're gonna be sitting in front of the ring light. We're gonna be sitting in front of the camera, and it's going to have a contrast between what we're sitting inside talking about, looking at the camera. It's almost like you've said, we're gonna be almost like an interrogation. You know, when you see these movies where there's one light, one desk, and someone looking at you. You feel open, you feel vulnerable, and there's no hiding. When you're in that situation, you have to let it out. So we're going to be contrasting that with what we're doing outside, and it should give it a bit of emotional texture, a bit of emotional depth, and that's what we're going for.
The contrast between the B-roll and the ring light sequence, where we are going to be looking at the camera straight in the eyes, just like if we are talking one-to-one to you behind this lens, will really create a difference between our life that we can see in the B-roll from the outside point of view, and actually our vision of it,
yeah.
And our vulnerability to be talking about it right directly in the eyes, without any escape, because you'll see we will be centered in the frame, so it's almost like we are in a spider web. We can't escape from this frame.
You're only seeing the surface. You're seeing the superficial that you seem or you perceive to be big and successful. There's always insecurity along with that. So I like the way you put that. It's a great contrast between what you see and what's actually going on, the emotional universe inside the person.
Remember, one thing is that we are all the same. This is key. We are all the same. And even if we are afraid of people saying stuff about us and judging us, eventually we all have fears, and we all have difficulties, inner difficulties. The only difference is some people will be able to accept it and to talk about it, and some other will still want to hide it. But today we can act differently. We hope that makes sense, and that this little explanation will show more of the coming portraits.
I'm looking forward to doing this exercise.
Et merci d'avoir visionné cette vidéo. Si ça t'a plu et que tu souhaites découvrir comment tourner des vidéos face caméra rapidement, clique sur cette vidéo ou sur le lien dans la description. Et au fait, si tu as trouvé ce contenu utile, alors s'il te plaît, partage-le. Un grand merci à toi. À bientôt.